checking in with you. Beautiful morning in Shoreditch, and you're listening to the Exam Coach podcast. So on this podcast today, I want to talk you through something which I think is going to become more and more common in the years to come, and that will be having a very clear system laid out for how you use your smartphone. So the smart device is probably the device of the century. It will go down in history as something that changed the way we operate. Operate meant in the most physical sense. What we do day to day, a lot of our time is spent looking at our phones. It's because they integrate into so many areas of our life. Social, food and drink, ordering stuff, informational, all that kind of stuff a smartphone can do, or supplement and enhance the experience of. So that's one thing. Just because of its physical impact on the way we operate day to day, we need to figure out how everybody is using it so that there can be best practices, best ways of actually using your smartphone. And I suppose that's already been done to a certain extent in the tech sector, where people are highlighting good apps, good products, things that you should use that make people's lives easier. On the flip side, there's the mental aspect, which is much more difficult to quantify, but a lot of the stuff that's been going on smartphones has been under fire for having detrimental mental health impact on people. So the way they actually think about themselves, perceive themselves in the wider world, due to mainly the content that's coming through social media channels from all the other people in the world, and how that influences and changes people's perception of themselves and everybody around them. So there's two areas that I'm really interested in. How you operate physically with your smartphone, what apps are you using, where do you click, what are your routines around all the different kinds of apps, and then specifically after you've had that physical interaction with your smartphone, how are you thinking about stuff, what's happening in your brain, what mental processes are going on which make you think a certain way about something you've just seen or something you've just interacted with online. Crucial topics, and they link in quite nicely with what I'm doing at the moment, advertising. Advertising is all about influence. Essentially all you're trying to do is influence and change behaviour through making stuff, videos, images, copy text, things like that. It's all around us, and a good question to think about today is, imagine a world without advertising, imagine a world without any kind of logos, branding, messages on the street, messages on your phone. Advertising comes in many different shapes and forms, but one thing it definitely does do is a world without it we can't really imagine, because it just seems to be part of the way a capitalist society is made, right? You got a lot of different people out there selling a lot of different things, and they got to get the message out about their product and how they can add value, and they do that through adverts. So two things I want you to think about: physical interaction with the smartphone and your mental thought process after you've interacted with stuff. I'm going to be putting out content that basically shows people how I do it. It's not the right or the wrong way. Again, this is a very new field. I haven't really seen any thorough I've seen research, and this is the classic thing. I've seen research telling us what's wrong, but I haven't seen a solution be put out there yet. Something that says, hey, this is the way that I would recommend using your smartphone, because the thing I'm always trying to map towards is every single interaction on here. The thing I'm holding it in my hand now to do the podcast, my smartphone. Every single interaction you have on it needs to be a positive one, and one that's actually impacting the beneficial experience of your in real life situation. And if it's not doing that, then you got to reassess. You got to change the way you use it, because it definitely can enhance. You just have to dictate the terms on which you use it, and how much access you allow it to have to you, and the impact that the creative pieces, the posts, the comments, the messages, the news, the impact that you allow that to have on you and the way you think about the world and yourself on a day-to-day basis. Have a think. I'll be coming out with some more good content and advising you on the way I do it. You can take it or leave it. No way am I kind of, absolutely cushy and set with the way I use my smartphone, but I'm working at it every day. I'm trying to get better and better, trying to have more positive physical outcomes, physical interactions, and more positive mental outcomes, and I'm vetting against the rubbish every day, slowly getting better and better and better. So I'm checking out. I'm about to absolutely crush the day at Vayner, and then once I've done that, I'll continue just cracking on, getting stuff done. See you later.